So it's one of the most dangerous junctions in London. It's in the top 5 most dangerous junctions. There's really no safe space for cycling through it. If you go and stand there just for a couple of minutes, you'll see that cyclists really have to take their life in their hands to decide how to negotiate it.
It's quite dangerous and quite confusing trying to turn right into the Finsbury Park. It's quite confusing and almost impossible for the cyclists to turn.
The junction, I'd probably take it from Seven Sisters and then do a left up Blackstock Road. So it is it's cycle hostile and pedestrian hostile there.
There's no alternative routes and you feel kind of trapped amongst a lot of traffic.
Pedestrians always look a bit lost as well, as if they're not quite sure what they're doing. So I certainly think it's a junction that could do with a lot of revamping.
I loved the cycle superhighway that got installed from my house pretty much to Holloway Road. But at this point, when I'm cycling to Clissold Park or to Manor House, I'm having to get off my bike and go onto the pavement because I feel so bullied by the cars and there's no bus lane under the bridge. So it's very dangerous to cycle there at the moment.
I cycle through this junction frequently because I live near to here. What I find really particularly difficult, is going along Seven Sisters Road under the bridge because it's very congested with vehicle traffic, which makes it particularly hard for cyclists. And if you want to come along either to go straight ahead down to Tottenham, that's awkward. But especially turning right into Blackstock Road, that can be very difficult because the oncoming traffic doesn't really notice cyclists and it feels very unsafe.
I live really close to this junction, which I find one of the most dangerous places to be. I cycle and walk all over Hackney and Islington with my kids. It's a very busy place, lots of activity for pedestrians and cyclists. There's the park here, there's the tube station, the high street. My kids went to primary school on Blackstock Road, just a few metres from this junction.
I think it's quite a scary junction to cycle through because you always have to do a turn and stay on Seven Sisters Road with quite a lot of traffic if you're going south. And there's this really open, exposed bit where there's sort of cars coming from all sides and you feel like you really have to take a risk to get through the junction.
What I think we're really in need of here is protected cycle infrastructure for cyclists coming down Seven Sisters Road, a reworking of that junction. I'd like to see reduced traffic on Blackstock Road, a bit like what's been done on Church Street. It's a really busy bus route, and for pedestrians, I don't think it should be taking that volume of through traffic. And safe crossings for pedestrians, particularly from Finsbury Park Road into the park and across to the tube station as well.
So I think it just needs an all-round improvement to have separated cycle facilities so we can pass through safely, and also just wider pavements to make it safer and more pleasant for pedestrians.
I'd like to see a full cycle highway with a barrier, like there is...
Segregation.
Yeah, segregation, thank you, such that it's safe and cars can't bully you and come into the bus lane trying to overtake each other on the inside and on the outside, such that bikes are continuously having safety issues.
I haven't got any suggestions for how it should be done, but I think if the councils could get together and talk to TfL about it, that would be a start.
To make it safer
for everybody using it.
It shouldn't be up to us to bully, to sort of fight back against the cars. It should be the council's responsibility to, help us to feel safe as opposed to relying on individual citizens. It's not right, and also it's dangerous.
I'd like to see the 3 boroughs and TfL sit down in a room and sort out a solution that's actually safe for everybody to use, for walkers, cyclists and motor users as well.